Hi, so today I'm going to tell you about the toy adaptations that I made. The first one I made was to the action figure with the shower curtain ring and the poker chip, but I think one of my classmates beat me to the punch and already made this, so I decided to make something else to bring a little variety. So I used a piece of, made an adaptive equipment instead of a toy, and I made a slant board. So the first thing I did is I took 2 door steps that I bought from Meijer. I think for both of them it was $8. They're $4 a piece, I think. And I drilled a hole through the top of it, and then took 2 5x8 wooden dowels and just hammered them in there. Then I had some O-rings that I bought from the hardware store. I think they're 50 cents a piece or something like that. And they just, in the right circumference or diameter, and they just kind of slide on and off. Then I purchased a clipboard from the dollar store, so it was $1. And then I used the leftover hook and loop from the splinting activity that we had. So thank you, Grand Valley, for the hook and loop. So what I did is basically with the slant board, it's used for kids with visual perceptual issues or postural issues, so they can put things in the line of their vision. You can bring it closer, further away, or even with handwriting to make it easier if you have fine motor issues or upper extremity things. So it makes it a little more accessible for the kid during school to be able to read and write. So I wanted to try to make it adjustable in order to adapt it for the kid. I would probably primarily make it for one specific child, but this way you can adapt it. So one of the things, since visual perception was something we read a lot about this past week, that was kind of on my mind, and making, putting it up more in the line of vision for the child, so it's, and they have easier visual attention to it because it is so close, and it's taking away, eliminating any other stimulus. So this is part of the assessment for the Minnesota handwriting assessment, but this puts up the words right in the line of vision for the child. It helps the child maintain the correct posture as they're reading it, and then you can always adjust it by pulling the O-rings down and pulling these down and adjusting the height. I also purchased suction cups that you can put to the bottom of this that will suction it on to the surface that you're working on, to the child's desk, to the lap. So a child with cerebral palsy might have a lap desk. It will suction to that, and then they won't move as much either. So the overall cost, not including the Spider-Man, just for these things was about $10. So it wasn't that much to create some adaptive equipment.